right. Hello and welcome. Hold on. I forgot to make sure that I was like facing the right way and everything. Hello and welcome to the Shark Stream. It's me. I mean, do I need to tell you my name every time? It's your host, Gage, aka Acid Shark. Welcome to the Shark Stream. Welcome to Wednesday. Bendy. And it is, oh golly, it is time to play more Bendy in the Dark Revival. So, I have been thinking about this game for the last week or so, and I've been reading up on it. You know, thinking back on our adventure thus far, and the time that we've spent in this world. And well, I have thoughts. I have thoughts on this game. I've made it no secret that I am not exactly a friend of the mascot horror genre. I'm not generally thrilled by its offerings, either in the idea of finding them interesting or enjoyable, or being scared by them. But even still, I am a fan of the horror genre. I love the trappings of horror games, whether they are just psychological, or perhaps survival, or perhaps walking sim horror. You know, your PTs and the like. No, not PT. PT is not a good example of walking sim. I get just layers of fear, honestly. I don't know how psychological I would call layers of fear. Where the fuck is my Xbox controller, actually? Hold on. I just realized I don't have that in front of me, and that's a problem, because I have this game on Xbox. Is it that one? Oh shit, it's over there. Okay, 1 second. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. I'm gonna turn the music down just a tad bit more. But yeah, I have made it no secret that I wouldn't say I'm not a friend of the mascot horror genre. I feel as though the concept of it can be used effectively, taking something that is generally considered innocent and safe, and twisting it to make it fucked up and evil. I think, that concept, conceptually, I like it. In practice, it's usually just not very good. These are usually games that are, I don't want to say churned out, because I've seen some that have, genuine effort behind them. I watched some footage of, the most recent chapter of Poppy's Playtime, and despite the fact that I don't like the general tropes and trappings of mascot horror, that is probably one of the prettiest looking mascot horror games I've seen, in terms of its character designs, graphics, animation. And character designs tend to be the strong point for mascot horror, unless you're Garten of Banban. Then it's just, what the fuck are we doing here? I do my research. I know these things. I am aware of all the big names, as they were. But it's just a lot of times this is stuff that is released on a very sort of tight, quick schedule, you know. The first 6 Five Nights at Freddy's games all being released within a couple of years. Only really slowing down now because they're not being churned out by a homophobe. and like Poppy's Playtime being released chapter by chapter, Garden of Bonbon being slapped together in what I can only guess is like a drunken haze in an afternoon based on the way they look and control. And then just kind of chucked onto digital platforms with advertisements for the next entry in the series on the main menu. And usually it's the concept, the goal is generally to keep the audience guessing, even at the detriment of like giving them literally anything to hold on to, you know? Like, and to the point that, like, you know, notable bastard Scott Cawthon had gone on record saying that, like, he changed the plot of the games for Five Nights at Freddy's because people had guessed them ahead of time, and it's just like, what the fuck is you think foreshadowing is supposed to do? It's supposed to foreshadow. It's a narrative device. Say again? Twimst you? I gotta go twimst my wife. 1 second. Okay. Raggy is like sitting on the back of my chair and it's like pushing me forward. And he's like pinning my ponytail to my back. Alright, on the way back. Raggy has stolen my chair. Raggy, get out of here. Yeah. Okay. But yeah. Alright. But yeah. Mascot horror. Generally not a fan. But again, there's always potential, you know? It's just, it feels like sometimes they get so up their own ass with establishing, like, a mystery that they then forget to, like, actually solve the mystery, like, come up with reasons why things are happening, motivations, just kind of leaving it to the fans to just interpret. I completely forgot that Hello Neighbor existed for a second there. Which, I mean, it kind of deserves that. Anyway, what was I saying? Like, I feel like I've mentioned this in the past, in the distant eons of the Shark Stream. I mentioned how I had gotten a before like shit had gone down. I had gotten like a it was like a Five Nights at Freddy's survival guide kind of thing. And I was just like, oh, maybe this will have, like, details of, like, the plot. Stuff that, like... Because I had intended to do, like... I don't know if it was, like, a playthrough of the full series or if I was just going to do, like, Security Breach. But I thought, like, oh, I'll get this, and I will use this to sort of get my bearings in terms of like what this game's whole steez is, right? Like that was my intention. Just like, oh yeah, you know, I'll go ahead, I'll pick up this thing that I'm assuming is going to give me like a definitive explanation as to what is going on in this series so that I can like better discuss it, you know? Better discuss what's happening, what's going on. I say, hey, what's going on? Um, and then like I open it up, it's just like, well, fans believe, and it's just like, don't tell me what. If I wanted to know what fucking fans believe, I'd go on fucking YouTube. Like, what is this? If I wanted to, I would go to fucking the goddamn, what's the fucking page on TV Tropes called? The Wild Mass Guessing page on TV Tropes if I wanted to know what fucking fans believe. I don't give a shit. I want to know what's actually fucking happening. So suffice to say, I'm not a fan of common elements of the mascot horror genre. Oh yeah, I get those for Final Fantasy games so I can beat the mega bosses. Love the little plot blurbs they'd include. Yeah, I like game guides. Oh god, I have game guides from when I was like in middle school and I was playing like Star Fox Assault or like Metroid Prime 2. Oh god, the Metroid Prime 2 official Nintendo Power Guide pisses me off because it's missing one of the goddamn missile tanks. So like I followed that thing to the letter and still couldn't get 100% completion because it's missing one of the missile tanks. I was so mad. But I do like tips and tricks. I had one that was for both Sonic Adventure 2 Battle and Sonic Advance. You flipped the book over and the opposite side of it, like the upside down opposite side, was the other game. It's cool as hell. I'm pretty sure I still own that. I think I've also gotten one for Metroid Fusion, maybe? I don't really remember. I always broke, so for other games I'd live on GameFAQs. GameFAQs good as hell. Like you go on GameFAQs, you find some sort of like plain text guide with like ASCII art of the game's logo. You know that you are in for some fucking primo goddamn hand holding. That person knows what the fuck they're talking about. Um, but yeah, I believe I've made my point with regards to how I don't like mascot horror. I haven't played every mascot horror or experienced every mascot horror, rather, in the world. I do want to try Your Friendly Neighborhood, just because that does seem like a little bit more on the survival horror side with like mascot horror aesthetics. And I think Natalie played that and she really liked it, if I recall correctly. So, I mean, like, I trust my wife's taste in games. Um, which brings us to this Bendy and the Dark Revival. I have a grudging respect for this game. And I think the point that I began to respect this game was in, I want to say, like, chapter 3, where the memory of Joey Drew sits you down in the old like Joey Drew Studios from the first game, the old busted broken down Joey Drew Studios, and explains to you in just plain language exactly what the first game was, who you are, and what you're doing here. Like, he just tells you. And it's just like, oh my god, thank you for not being just, like, fucking obnoxiously and obtusely coy for 5 goddamn hours. The RG for Giggleland might have been scoping Giggleland? I don't know what that is. I have to be scoping the game when it comes out. I'll have to look into that. I'll have to look at that. I'll have to check that out. Um, because it's just like Benny and the Ink Machine, when that game was coming out, had like a lot of the same sort of like issues with regards to like, it was released piecemeal. It was more concerned with like giving clues for people to put together than actually giving any answers. And then it had like a really fucking obtuse ending where it's like not clear specifically what's been happening the whole time. It just raises more questions than it answers. Um, and it's just it's like I played through that game again. It's not great. We're talking about a game where like the specific like gameplay mechanics um will like alter slightly from like chapter to chapter. Like each chapter has like some new thing. Like the most consistency we have is that like you'll sometimes be given something to whack things with. Um but like beyond that, like am I supposed to be stealthing? Am I supposed to be like running from things? It's very like simple, straightforward. Um where so like with Dark Revival, the fact that Dark Revival was not released piecemeal, it was released as an entire game with like a very clear sort of like story structure and like a full sort of like consistent mechanical um what's the word I'm looking for, like mechanical like suite of game mechanics, I guess, um is so refreshing going into this expecting it to be more like mascot horror slop. Um, so I do have to respect this game for that. That being said, my god, fuck the goddamn ink demon mechanic. It ruins this game for me. Like anytime I have to go back to an area where like the ink demon is active and I have to be like, okay, I need to make sure that I don't get my fucking ass ate by this guy. It's so frustrating. Cause like I talked about it with like in Bendy and the Ink Machine, the ink demon is like a physical character airdropped into the fucking map. You can avoid him, you can run for him, not very long, but it is possible. Whereas here it's just a timer. And if you're not hiding when the timer runs out, you die. Cool. It's so it sucks so much. I hate it. Anyway, sit. Oh. Oh, Betty, you're still here? I I guess I'll go talk to Betty. Hey girl, hey.
Did you have any questions?
Is it always night here?
It's always dark, if that's what you mean. For as long as I can remember.
Are you very old?
No. As far as I understand it, I'm something quite new. Although, I didn't turn out the way I was supposed to.
Betty, you're
I'm on a
perfect in every
long
way.
line
Don't
of
let
failed
anyone
experiments.
tell you different.
But Wilson will keep trying.
And do you trust Wilson?
This is the realm of the ink demon. The shadow hangs over us all. I don't trust anyone. But Wilson takes care of me, keeps me safe. He once said I remind him of something he called his mother.
Kind of a
Tell
MILF
me,
reblog.
is that a good thing, where you two are from?
It depends.
I'm not sure. I don't think I ever had one.
Well, no matter. Now, I was told to make sure you get some sleep once you got here. So get nice and comfy and relax. I left something on the table that might just help you nod off. It's my own recipe. Works very fast. Just follow the instructions. Carefully.
Thanks, Betty.
Of course. If you need anything else, I'll come straight away. I'm always up.
I appreciate Betty so goddamn much. It was very funny. I was talking, friend of the stream, Audrey, had been, real life Audrey from Team Catbull, not Audrey from the video game, had been watching and commenting on my, Bendy in the Dark Revival VODs, and, had pointed out that in the last stream, around the time that I said, Betty, I appreciate you so much, I kind of, like, accidentally zoom in on her tits. Just, like, without realizing. And I watched it, but Audrey commented this, and I'm just like, there's no way I did that. And I go back and I watch the footage, and I'm just like, oh, yeah, no, I do. Well, then. She does kind of have a hell of a rack going on, admittedly. Anyway. Right. This is the fucking bedtime story that's like 6 pages long. Alright. Welcome to the Shark Stream Book Club. The Mug and the Maiden, Volume 1, by Sir Wilton Moore. Chapter 1, The Dangerous Forest. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived a mug of cheese. A mug of cheese. Alright. What's this going to be a metaphor for, I wonder? Refantasio? But it was not an ordinary mug of cheese, as you would find in any home or kitchen of the age. Did people at a certain in a certain age have mugs of cheese? They keep cheese in mugs? I don't know. No, this mug of cheese was a distant descendant of one of the 3 grand flagon kings. The same kings who had charged on horseback to defend their capital city during the unforgettable conquests of the previous century. To which of these flagon kings he hailed from, the mug was unsure. But still, there was honor and courage in his heart. His family line heralded of deeds long past that had forever changed the course of stoop history. Did he have a name? Of course. All mugs of cheese have names. This is common knowledge, just as every fruit bat is really named Stanley. This is giving... This is giving lol XD random vibes. The mug of cheese was named Richter the Cracked. What a name, I can hear you say. Cracked indeed. This mug of cheese bears no damage that I can see. Fall silent, you small-minded bass, for therein lies our intriguing story. Let's begin at the beginning. What the fuck is this? Hold on. I'm okay. You've hooked me. You've hooked me. It was a hot winter day in the forest. One of those days where everything is dull brown. The lake was still, the birds had shut up, and the trees were but sticks in the overcast sky, save for a lone pine that skimmed the clouds above like a painter's brush. It was on this day that Mr. Darble Mouse was in a hurry. He had just been named as Vermin of the Year by the Society Brethren that lived under the old church, and it was customary for the honoree to bring fine port wine cheese to the ceremony. There were only hours to locate some of the precious cuisine. Fortunately, Mr. Dobblemouse knew exactly where to find it, the dark cellar below the governor's castle. But unfortunately, as he approached the loose plank of wood in the old wall, he failed to realize that the heavy rains had come during the night The heavy rains that had come during the night had passed moisture into the plank, making it far heavier than usual. Thus, when he pushed the plank with all his might, it lifted just enough to push his body only halfway through. But his strength just couldn't contend with the weight of the plank, and his arms failed. The plank snapped back down, crushing him flat. Damn. Sucks. Rip to Mr. Darble Mouse. Port wine cheese do be bangin', though. Oh, God. Natalie was watching a video earlier today about various cheeses, I think from, like, Trader Joe's. And they talked about, like, cheese infused with wine, which is a concept I had never heard of before. After all, this story is not about Mr. Dobblemouse. Or had you forgotten the mug of cheese already? I can see how you might connect the two. Mr. Dobblemouse was, after all, looking for cheese, and we were talking about a mug of cheese just before. Sadly, I must inform you that there is no relation between Richter the Cracked and the rodent who is now nothing more but smooshed guts inside the wall. Except that there is, for it was the death of Mr. Dobble Mouse that started all the trouble. You see, when things die, they tend to smell, and that's just what Mr. Dobble Mouse did. But that's not all. His body, pinned between the outside and inside of the wood wall, had made a perfect passage for the hot winter wind. The wind, therefore, carried the stench of his decaying mouse carcass deeper into the governor's home. Like a snaking, twisting wisp of terror, the smell settled into a little tavern near the courtyard of the castle. Here, soldiers would spend many long hours when there was no bloodlust to soothe with battle. Strong ales and red meats filled the menu from back to front at this rustic medieval greasy spoon. Mostly the customers came to look upon the barmaiden, Maxine, who was actually named Rita. Rita was by far the best-looking creature in all the governor's country. There was a beautiful deer woman just over the hill, but no one knew that. By day, Rita scrubbed her tavern so clean you could eat off of it, which was fortunate as it was a place you indeed would be eating since it was a tavern. By night, she served her customers with charm, grace, but mostly with drinks. I'm enjoying this, actually. I'm liking how this is written. Did I mention that Rita was married? Well, I am mentioning it now. Rita was married. Her husband, I earned some rewards points. Her husband's name was James. He didn't do much, until he died. The smell of Mr. Dobble Mouse knocked him flat, and that, my friends, was that. Oh dear, this story has barely begun, and already we've killed 2 major characters. Needless to say, Rita was deeply distressed by the whole thing, but 20 or so minutes later she realized she couldn't mourn forever and went to buy some cheese. Ah, yes, don't worry, dear reader. This time, the mention of cheese will probably guide us to meeting our focal hero of the tale. Also, this is a good time to start a new chapter. Chapter 2. A new chapter. Rita entered the cheese shop with her guns blazing. I am speaking metaphorically, of course, by which I mean she entered the cheese shop quite determined to buy some cheese. This was because, just the night before, as her husband James was taking note of a weird smell in the room, he had invented a delicious new concoction, a cheddar cider. It was sure to be a hit with her patrons. After all, the governor's county only had 2 exports, cheese and grapes, and she couldn't possibly make a drink from a grape. But back to the cheese shop scene. Rita knocked on the counter loudly with her fist, causing the nearby cat to do absolutely nothing as cats do. From behind the wall, she heard a stir as someone who was crashing through piles of cheese to make their way toward her. Emerging gloriously from torn yellow curtains, an old man came into view. He was giant in stature, with a long gray beard. Bobbing along and stuck with his beard were all manner of cheese crumbs and wedges wrapped tightly within his hairs. But yet he held even more cheeses on ropes pulled across his chest, with loops of provolone linked like sausages over one's shoulder. His eyes were big, and his ears were bigger still. A smile of kindness erupted from his face as he locked eyes with Rita. My, the Kurds are kind to me this hour. Hello and welcome, he bellowed. Rita bowed low and promptly began to cry. The shop owner looked at her, perplexed. What did I say wrong? The barmaiden sniffed and snooted and finally answered, Forgive me, for my husband has just died and I'm out of Swiss. I am going to pause now in the story to ask myself why Mr. Dobble Mouse went to the cellar in the governor's house for cheese if there was a cheese shop nearby. I think it's best that we overlook this glaring problem in the plot, don't you? Now back to the story at hand. Rita purchased a large amount of cheese from the shop owner. She bought cheese wheels and cheese melts and cheese slices. She bought cheese whistles and cheese bread. She bought cheese paper and cheese sandwiches. She bought so much cheese, in fact, that she had lost track of all she had obtained and just dumped all the fromage into a large burlap sack for the return journey to the tavern. Goodbye, Rita, the shop owner called as he waved farewell. Goodbye, Daniel, she called back. His name was Murray, by the way. Overburdened by her treasures, Rita made her way home, following the main road to the castle. But as it always happens, the road was now under repair. A man with a skinny mule was plowing up the dirt so that he could put down new cobblestone. 4 of his associates were standing by, watching him. The job would only take a few years to finish, but Rita was in a hurry, so she followed the detour sign that told her to take a different road to her left. Unfortunately, no one could read in the governor's county, so she went right instead. This mishap took her deep into the forest, where absolutely nothing of interest happened, except something of interest did happen. As she trodden on through the forest, her sack of cheese weighing her down, muttering complaints all the way, little did she know that danger lay just ahead. This danger was cunning and dangerous, and had one of those out-of-place eyebrow hairs that drives you nuts when you're talking to someone who has one. This danger we will call Bernard, the big ugly lizard man who wears a blue cloak. Bernard didn't often have visitors in his house. This was because he lived outside. Also, he was rather fond of human flesh, which made him very unpopular. So obviously, you can see the drama unfolding here. The beautiful but tired Rita, huffing and puffing up the winding path as she approaches a certain doom, Bernard watching from behind a nearby tree, licking his lips. Oh, the tension is tense, is it not? At this point in time, we must pause again to ponder all the possibilities that can happen now in our story. 2 characters have died already. Surely a third wouldn't hurt anything. Are you perhaps just reading this story because you want to see who will get the axe next? You are a little warped. Do you know that? Well then, let's see what happens next. Bernard stepped from behind his hiding place, his eyebrow hair gleaming in the fading sun. "Dear madam, why must you pass through so fast?" he called with his eyes glimmering. "I must get home, Bernard, because, for one, it's getting late and I have customers to serve, and second, because you eat people," Rita replied. "Poppycock, balderdash, codswallop, I won't hear these lies against my character," he detested, "for I, Bernard, the big ugly lizard man who wears a blue cloak, have completely reformed myself." Rita squinted suspiciously at him. "You have?" Bernard put a hand to his heart. "I have. I no longer prowl or pounce. I won't attack or bounce. I will not kill or maim or tear. I won't crush or even bite you anywhere. I promise I won't devour any more." "My gosh, you've become a bore. If you aren't going to be the danger in this story, then I've come all this way with 100 pounds of cheese for nothing," Rita grumbled. She boosted her sack further up her shoulders and turned with an angry grunt. But Bernard waved after her in a panic. "Wait, it's all a ruse. I intended to eat you, dear woman. I swear it," he cried. "It's all a trick, you see, a new angle. It worked on some guy yesterday. Oh, please stay." Rita sighed, her strength just about gone from the long adventure she had taken since she left home that morning. She turned back to face Bernard. "All right," she said, "but your part in the story better lead to an unexpected turn of events." "Oh, it will!" Bernard clapped and waggled his clawed finger to motion her to draw nearer. "Just wait until the next chapter." Chapter 3. The Next Chapter. All looked quite dire for Rita. Bernard had her within his grasp. Surely it would just be mere moments before his jaws collapsed upon her head. Oh, what a horrible end for Rita. Needless to say, I am worried for her. This is kind of giving me Stanley Parable vibes, just a little bit, with the way that it's written. Sorry, give me 1 second. Okay. Bumped my mic. But as luck would have it, miles and miles away, 20 years earlier, something amazing happened. 20 years earlier? 2 mugs of cheese, a Gouda and a mozzarella, welcomed their first son into the world. I don't think I need to tell you his name. It was Dave. No one liked Dave. After that, their second son came forth, Rictor the Cracked, just called Rictor at the time. Rictor spent his early life stealing cowbells and putting them on skunks. This way, people always knew when danger was nearby. Needless to say, Rictor was one smart mug of cheese. But all could not remain perfect forever, and suddenly the great skunk famine began. Rictor found his world in array, and he sought a new purpose. Fortunately, there was an opening in the governor's county for an adventurer at the time, and since he was a descendant of the 3 great flagon kings, he was boosted to the head of the line, because, as we are all quite aware, even in olden times, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Thus the adventures of Rictor began. He braved deep dungeons, he slayed great beasts, he climbed the highest mountain peaks, he sailed around the world despite the fact that he didn't own a boat. Rictor was truly the stuff of legend. But did I mention the curse? Yes, fair readers, there is a curse, a fiendish and terrible curse. One morning, while Rictor was in the governor's county, he came upon a witch named Witch. This witch had just pulled a pound cake from her oven, where she then proceeded to start ingesting it, right there on the front walk of her home. At once, Rictor knew this creature was pure evil, eating cake this early in the morning, and without ice cream. This was truly a fiend that needed to be vanquished. Rictor sounds like a dick, actually. Dictor. Rictor jumped her fence and pulled his sword. Would you like some pound cake? Sorry, that just kind of happened on its own. Would you like some pound cake? The witch offered. It looked quite delicious. Rictor would not let himself be seduced into early morning cake, so he approached closer with his weapon at her throat. The witch began to sweat, with a mouthful of crumbs. I also make a mean scone if you want to wait. Now, no gentleman or gentlemug could refuse a good scone, so Rictor withdrew his sword and patiently waited for the witch to create these new buttery pastries. But what he didn't know was that the witch accidentally had bumped her table and added within the mixture a vial of cursed liquid. See, I told you there was a curse. You were fair warned. The moment Rictor ate one of the scones, he fell into a deep sleep. The witch, baffled, finished her cake and proceeded to get a civil service job in a nearby town. As the years rolled by, all that remained of the witch's house was carried off by elves, and her garden became overgrown. This left only Rictor, asleep in the forest, with no end to his dreaming in sight. But the story, thankfully, does not end there. For as luck would have it, a giant man, covered in cheese, with big eyes and big ears, wandered past the sleeping mug. In case you've forgotten, this was the cheese shop owner Murray, sometimes called Bill, unable to resist Bill Murray? Really? Unable to resist cheese of any kind, even a mug of the stuff, Murray took Rictor to his shop and set him on a shelf. Here, Rictor sat for many years, until this very fateful day. You see, in Rita's haste to gather up all the cheese she had purchased, she had swept a few things that did not belong to her into the sack as well. These items included the cat on the counter, a personalized pen, Murray's cash box, I think she'll be hearing about this one eventually, and last but not least, Rictor himself, still deeply asleep. So now that our two stories have come together, let us discover what happened next to Rita and Rictor in the climax chapter. Chapter 4, the climax chapter. It was the same hot winter day in the forest, and Mrs. Darble Mouse was finally starting to get concerned. Just down the road, Rita was being drawn toward an almost certainly bloody and horrific end to her life. Bernard was just moments from taking her within his lizard jaws, and mere hours from trimming his eyebrows. Rita stood her ground. She was no damsel in distress, but simply a person who was pretty darn tired by this point. She pulled the burlap sack of cheese from her body and swung it hard with every last bit of strength she had left in her. An ear-shattering crack broke through the silent trees as the bag made contact with Bernard's shocked face. His teeth flew in all directions, falling like pebbles to the ground. His eyeballs dislodged and rolled into a nearby stream. His jawbone turned completely around and planted itself on the back of his head. Bernard ran screaming into the woods, never to be seen again this week. His cries faded, and the forest once again fell soft and quiet. A cow walked by. Rita, still standing with her sack outstretched in her arms, stood wide-eyed at what had just happened. Surely no cheese in her bag was hot enough for that kind of impact. As she placed her burlap sack upon the dirt and peeled it open, she was amazed to find Rictor, the mug of cheese, inside and looking quite dazed. He had awakened, and the curse was finally lifted. Somewhere behind a desk, the witch looked up and nodded with a smile. But oh, dear Rita, look what was now upon his mug body, a giant and elegant crack. The very mark of a warrior. His hero's journey was finally complete. Rictor the cracked had emerged. Yes, it is true that Rictor really didn't do anything important in the attack on Bernard. Just by Rictor being where he was at the perfect time, he had saved Rita. The fates were with them. Rictor and Rita talked and laughed and ate cheese until the sun went down. Finally, they packed up their picnic and headed back to the tavern, where they were met with cheers of excitement. This is mostly because the guys had found out that Rita was now single. As the night wore on into the early morning of the hours, the tavern remained alive in the castle courtyard with singing and dancing and cheddar cider. Oh, what a celebration. But like all parties of such proportion, eventually everyone sobers up and you have to go home. Before long, it was dawn. The sun began to rise steadily in the west, marking a fresh adventure on the horizon. A wind of new direction began to blow with a more steady pace. It skidded across the ground and found its way between the floorboards of the governor's castle. Here, against all odds, found the barely remaining body of Mr. Darble Mouse. The wind carried the stench far beyond the borders of the castle, over the mountain, and deep within a dark cave where evil slept. What the heck "Is that smell," said Evil, awakening with hellfire burning behind his eyes. Eventually, news of this great evil spread from town to town until it reached the ears of Rictor the Cracked. He polished his sword and gathered some crumbs of bread to store in his mug. Wearing his best expression of courage, Rictor once again set off to conquer the day. His story was not yet over. But for now, dear reader, we return to our own lives. So let's end this tale with one closing thought, shall we? Be we cracked or small or even dead, there's always a purpose to where we all are led. Be brave and strong, and lest we forget, fate isn't quite done with any of us just yet. The end. Incredible. Do I not get an achievement for reading that?
Gilson. What's
Gilson.
a Gilson?
For sleeping draft, pinch of salt, cocoa powder, chamomile, soybeans, Gilson. Mix everything in a glass and then drink with exactly 3 sips of water. Oh. Oh, I can open this now. Fucking sick. Looking good, girl. Character design, still pretty good. I like how goopy she is. Can I turn this on? No, I can't. Oh, hold up. Wait, I can just sit on the toilet? Why? Didn't even put the seat down. Girl, you're gonna fall in. Oh my god, and it flushes when I stand up. Shut the fuck up. Why would you do that? Okay, let's go find Betty. Maybe she can tell us what a Gilson is. Betty, hey girl, hey. How you doing? Huh. Ooh. Hold on.
The machine speaks to me, revealing its many possibilities. What I can accomplish using its power is beyond any measure. Life and death can become a thing of the past. Poverty and hunger, a distant memory. I can remake the world anew. But
She did her business, gotta flush all that ink away. Ugh.
gift. For now, I have bigger matters at hand. A man in a black coat came asking at the front desk about the machine. Said he was from the Gent Corporation. Fortunately, the receptionist knew nothing, and he left quietly. Later, I found his name on the sign-in form. Mr. Alan Gray.
Alan Gray. I don't think... Have we found anything from an Alan Gray at any point in this game? Hard no. There's so many places for us to sit! But only one that we have to flush afterwards. Just a little odd. Betty? No. Not in here, I guess. Hold on, let me close that door. A Theory About Spaces by Alan Gray. Chapter 7. Special Displacement of Unknown Elements. Let us imagine a long wire stretching between 2 points in known time. We will call this length of time the euphonic base. From here we can dispel all needs of societal normalcy and all typically understood junctions of the world we know as the present. Once the euphonic base is achieved, it creates a shared understanding that there must be space around the wire that is not the wire itself. This space, a Cromley vacuum, could be in itself a host to many wires, running in as many directions as we can perceive. Using a vessel of flow, a flux break, we can escape from our wire to another wire. This allows us to not just reveal these alternate timescapes, but command them with a larger understanding of their existence. Further still, in theory, we can bring elements of one world into another, displacing matter into a new state, regardless of the current host of wire's rules. The reality and function of the elements becomes a new euphonic base. Is this string theory? Is this what string theory is? I've never actually looked that up.
Nothing here.
Sounds like Mr. Alan Gray knows a little bit more than he's letting on. Cooking for every day. Hold on, there's a thing over here. Okay. Chapter 9, Simple Snacks. If you are in a hurry like I always am, you don't have time to put together complex or large meals. Fortunately, we have some scrumptious and simple recipes that satisfy and take no time at all to prepare. People will ask how you made these so fast, and you can just sit back and smile. Saucy Cheese Buddies recipe. Take a loaf of leftover Italian bread and slice it into 4-inch strips. Lightly butter your bread strips on one side only and lay them face up on a baking sheet. Toast in your oven for 2 to 6 minutes at 400 degrees or just until they begin to brown. Sprinkle a thick layer of mozzarella cheese over the strips and leave them in the oven for just a minute or two to melt the cheese. Remove and serve with your favorite marinara sauce or spice things up with a little ranch dressing. Quick, easy, and super tasty. Next page, chocolate bacon soup.
This doesn't help at all.
I don't know, that seems like a pretty legitimate recipe, actually. Fisherman Jeb's Fish Guide. Section 4. Hold on. Section 4. Freshwater critters. The yellow perch. If you find yourself looking for a hard-fighting fish that won't rip your hands, you should look no further than the common yellow perch. This freshwater fish is always quick to bite anything they can get their jaws on. The best way to catch yourself one is work your bait, worms, minnows, or larvae, toward the bottom of the water and guide your line back up. You don't need much seasoning when it comes time to cook it either. The flavor of the yellow perch is built right in. Good eatings. The Gilson fish. This is one strange little fish that is pretty hard to come by. The Gilson is not known to be easy to catch and will ignore most bait. To make matters worse, the Gilson can move very fast, making it a rare sight. In the end, I was able to snatch me up this little guy with a very clever solution. Apparently, the Gilson is sensitive to sound vibrations and will go into shock upon hearing some sweet music. So crank up the tunes and this fish will be easy to grab. Crush up the Gilson into powder and stir into water for a powerful, soothing drink.
So, I'm looking for a fish? There's gotta be one here somewhere.
Crush this fish up into powder and snort it and it'll fuck you up good. Sorry. Oh, hey, the illusion of living. Betty, do you know where I could get a Gilson fish? Betty. Betty, please. Conservatory. A piano.
Maybe if it was closer.
My phone's buzzing. Hold on. Cracking my knuckles. Oh, wait. Is there... Oh!
Now that's a fish.
Grab that motherfucker.
He's too
Damn.
fast.
I'm going to catch and murder that fish. Oh, hey, dog's playing poker. I wonder where Betty is. I miss Betty. What the fuck? It feels concerning. Laboratory? Damn, alright. Oh, yeah, sure. Alright, I'm gonna be right back, folks. Alright, I'm back. Raggy is crawling into my lap and being a nuisance. Hello, Raggy. How are you? Alright. Back at it again. That is my mic, Raggy. Don't rub on that. Don't rub on that. Goober. Goob coated. Okay. Kind of concerning how everything seems to be locked. Okay. Let's see here. We gotta move this bad boy. Get fucked, fish.
That did it. Looks like the fish is asleep.
Gotcha. You can't get away from me, little stinker.
Oh, hi, Betty.
Hello. I forgot the Gilson again, didn't I? And there's some already ground up in the kitchen too. I'll bring it up to your room straight away, shall I? Oh, and maybe you could put Harold back in his tank. He does so hate the dry air.
Betty, where were you? I was looking for you. I missed you. I appreciate you. That's a very... Okay. Sorry, Harold. My bad. Why am I hearing, like... I'm hearing, like, a subway? As a very funny series of events where it's... Look at that cat. Where it's just like... Oh, I need to find this fish. And then, like, I'm doing, like, standard, like, horror game puzzle solving to, like, get this fish. And then we find Betty, and she's just like, oh, I forgot to include that with the rest of the ingredients, didn't I? Look, I've already got some ground up. Can you put our pet fish back in his tank, please? It's just like, yeah, you know what? That's fair. Okay. 3 sips of water, it said. Oh, that's,
Just 3 sips of water. 1...
sip. Oh.
2...
We're gonna get some kind of jump scare. Where the baddies at?
3.
There they are. Alice! Sweetie, how you doing? Alice, why are you here? Actually. Also, hello, Venomlad. Welcome.
Oh, you get last. I was almost afraid you'd miss my party.
What's going on?
Oh, it seems you're just a little overwhelmed. It's all right, honey. I understand.
My favorite character from the first game is here.
Gets to bask in the glory of an angel. Angel? Alice Angel, to be exact. That's who I am. Sent from above. Impending perfection.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Right to the chase. I like that. The truth is, honey, you're one of a kind. And to put it bluntly, what I want is your face removed Your skin peeled away like paper, and your insides torn out and tossed onto my table.
Oh, buy me dinner first.
Parts ready for my delicious harvest. And with your generous sacrifice, I'll be beautiful.
Gage, please, what's
For
up?
now, let's have fun. Plenty of time for a bloodbath later. Ooh, how about a game? Let's all play a game of riddles.
By game of riddles, do you mean a series of like 5 pointless fetch quests? Why am I like this?
No.
Listen, I appreciate the finer things in life.
Here's the deal. Behind you is the door to freedom. But it will only be opened if you solve my little puzzle and return to your special chair. Then,
Why would you give me that option?
heavenly switch. If you get the puzzle right, you walk away. Get it wrong, you fry. Let's begin.
She wants to kill you. No, she also wants to, like, let me leave, apparently. Alright. Well, I'm glad I could gather you all here today.
The fox thinks the rabbit smells of elderberry. I couldn't see them sitting together.
What?
The bird won't have anything to do with the rabbit, but I hear he likes to court danger by sitting next to the fox.
Okay.
The fox has always hated the bear. They never sit next to each other.
Bird likes to court danger by sitting next to the fox.
The fox thinks the rabbit smells.
Fox would not sit next to the rabbit.
I couldn't see
Fox
them
doesn't want to sit
sitting
next to the
together.
bear. Hello, Kale. Gage, is Gage still down bad for Betty? Absolutely. But, unfortunately, my other favorite is here. So we're not talking about Betty right now.
The rabbit never sits with the bird, but he loves the playful company of the bear.
Okay, rabbit will sit next to the bear, doesn't want to sit next to the bird.
My friend the bear always sits next to the bird. After all, they went to school together.
Fox, bird, bear, rabbit? Oh, you are a dead, thirsty bitch. You know it!
The pompous fox? Oh, he wouldn't be caught dead sitting on the left. Far too pedestrian.
So, from right to left, fox, bird, bear, rabbit. Alice, is this what we're talking about here? Like this fucking sitting order shit? Hold on. Why is there a hiding spot in here? That's weird. A harem of ink maidens. I have very discerning taste, is all I'm saying. Raggy is sitting in front of my computer. Raggy, you're blocking chat. Okay, hold up. Alright, so Fox would not be caught dead sitting on the left. Bird likes to court danger by sitting next to the fox. Bird and bear like sitting next to each other because they went to school together. And the rabbit and the bear get along just fine. Alright. This is how the game gets you. It makes the murder monsters hot, but in the way that targets you specifically. Oh, hold up. Hold on, somebody... Raggy, you gotta get out of the way of chat. I need to fucking see what's put in this. First time chat, Little Devil Darling Bendy. Hello there, welcome to Joey Drew Studios. It's been 30 years since I've seen visitors around here. Heh. Don't mind the mess, and monsters here. Heh. Anyways, have a wonderful big bendy adventure in here. And don't drink too much beacon soup. It tastes good, the aftertaste is yucky, but makes you hallucinating things. Oh, good luck with the date of that twisted angel. Thank you, Lil Devil Darlin' Bendy. Good to see you. Hope you have a good time. Anyways, I gotta go see if I got it right and my girl Alice here is gonna let me leave, or if she is going to murder me.
Hold on tight, honey.
How'd I
Here
do,
it
sweetie?
comes. 3, 2, 1.
Looks like I won? Socialite? Be a first-time party pooper. Hell yeah, I'm so good at video games. I did it. I pooped the party. You can date her? Okay, so... Bendy was one of those games that for an April Fool's joke did a dating game visual novel bit, which I've talked about in the past. I don't, like... I'm not as, like, gung-ho about, like, giving game companies shit for that sort of thing. Only because, like, it's one of, like, the easiest things to, like, put together, you know? You see, doing your tasks and stuff, that is considering of dating. We had a nice, fun little date with Alice Angel, and she murdered 6 people. Oh! Little Devil Darling Bendy is now following. Thank you for the follow! Did any of the stuff up there open up? No, it doesn't look like it. Only 6? She's doing so well. Yeah, she killed way more people in the last game. Harvested them for organs, too. Hey, you said you'd let me leave. You gave me the option of, like, winning. No one likes a party pooper. Come on. What? Oh! Oh, hey, you guys are awake! Well, I mean, not anymore, but, you know. Food, please. Om nom. Om nom. More Boris clones and Pipers, Fishers and Strikers, the Butcher Gang, so yeah, she took them out for their hearts. It's true. And then she sent us on a series of kind of annoying fetch quests, but, you know, nobody's nerfed. Alright, what's the next thing that I gotta get? A stun mod. Double charge gent pipe will stun keepers on impact. Okay. I don't have nearly enough for that. As you see, she isn't a fair player.
Someone's eating.
It's true. But that's fine. Oh, right. Those things don't let you, like, use your powers. I forgot about that. Wait, if I turn it off, isn't that a bad thing? She is upsetty spaghetti. Well, I mean, I did kind of ruin her whole bit. Admittedly. But I mean, she said that she'd let me leave if I won. Can I still, like, sit on things? No, I don't have the option here anymore. I wonder how Betty's doing. I hope Betty's alright. I can't use this linker. Those things are even preventing the ink demon from passing through here. Yeah, and now that I've turned it off, I've got a bad feeling. She seems so nice, sarcastic. You no longer have an ass to sit. Damn! Ink demon didn't even bite it off. Alice Angel. Hey, girl, hey. How you doing? Oh. Do you have a fucking gun? Oh my god, she has a gun. Oh shit.
This is gonna
Yes, a Tommy gun. She definitely said that, but like I said, she's not a fair player. Hey, that's not fair. You didn't even have to do a bunch of, like, dumb bullshit to be able to get that. Okay, hold on. That's a good question. I'm kind of trying to figure that out. Damn. Alright. I don't think she knows where I am. Zoop! Oh, sick. God, upgrading my fucking, like, cooldown is definitely, like, the right choice. Huh. I think I got something I can use here. Hold on. Luckily, I charged this before coming in here. Because I'm very smart. And incredibly good at video games. Ooh. What do we have here? Funny little switch.
Hiding. Start dying. Just beautiful. Help me be beautiful.
Scootum says hi. Hello, Scoot. Did she say I smell bad? That's not very nice. It's not my fault I've been drinking so much goddamn bacon soup. It's all they got around here.
I don't wanna go.
Ooh, Tasty Eats.
Start dying.
I don't want to do that. Tasty Eats.
Where do you think you're going?
Ideally... somewhere where I won't get caught.
That's precious.
Man, thank God she hasn't figured out that she can, like, you know, walk around or anything. Imagine if she realized her legs work. Then I'd definitely be in trouble. Yeet.
Where did you go? Come out wherever you are.
I'm good. There's a lot of hiding spaces around here, which says to me that eventually I am going to have to, like, deal with hiding from something while I'm in here. Which is not a thought I enjoy having. I'm sure you can. Whoop.
Where do you think you're going?
Okay.
Hiding from me.
A little bit. Whoa. Wow, rude.
No, you're out there.
She said that you reek like me. Oh.
You ain't stealing my spotlight, honey.
All eyes on me. All that I see. Banish Alice Angel. Hounst? Do I do that?
Where did you go?
Uh.
You're inside. Stop hiding. Start dying. You
Whoop.
freak of ink demon. Hiding from me. Lovely eyes in a jar.
Oh, there it is. You reek like Ink Demon.
Come out wherever.
Oh, okay. I see what I gotta do here. Yep. Haha, get shit on. Excuse me. Uh-oh, stinky. Woo! Ow, ow, ow. Oof, ouch. My bones and muscles. Fuck. Okay.
Where did she go?
Well, she asked you to stop hiding. Are you going to be mean and not listen to her? I mean, she's also shooting at me, which I feel like... Ooh.
There you are. I can do this all day.
Girl, I know, believe me. Am I smelling bad? I don't got no smell-o-vision. Teehee. Oh.
Dare you touch me?
That was really funny, actually.
Final curtain, baby. Let's blow them away.
Girl, how'd you fall for the same shit twice? Oh, hey, Allison.
My face. You have my face. It's our face. Beautiful. Always were.
Oh, that's kind of nice, actually. Our face Soviet theme playing in the background.
Why does this feel so familiar?
Because you did it the last game.
Are you all right, Audrey?
Oh, right. Cycles,
Alice,
recursion,
I
etc.,
cannot
etc.
begin to
Hey,
tell you
who...
how good it is
Oh,
to
God,
see
is that
you.
fucking Tom again?
And this must be your wolf.
Audrey, meet Tom. He's my protector. My friend.
You both got
Fuck
here
off,
just
Tom.
in time. Now I understand why you don't like being called Alice.
The machine creates many of the same forms. At least on the outside. On the inside.
Or why the Tom hate?
Well,
I don't
from
like
now on,
Boris
I'm
Wolf.
gonna call you something other than Alice. It just doesn't suit you.
Oh? What do you have in mind?
How about Allison?
It's not bad. Okay, I'll try it out. But only if you can tell me what in heaven's name you're doing in Wilson's retreat.
Oh, you know.
I almost forgot. I have
I'm
to get
mainly
back
here
right
for
away.
Betty.
Are you crazy? Wilson's our enemy.
Do you even know him? Have you ever talked to him?
I've seen what he's done. That's good enough for me.
Look.
Have you met
It
Betty?
sounds like he has a plan to kill the ink demon. For good. And I think he can help us all. I just need to go back and hear him out.
Well, if it's true, you'll both need as much help as you can get.
Betty got that
The
awooga
ink
factor.
demon won't go down without a fight. Tom and I will gather some of our friends. Anyone who's left. Good luck, Audrey.
You too, Allison.
Mind if I take this?
Oh, now she's got the Tommy gun. Okay. It suits you. Pet? Oh my... Shut the fuck up. You don't get a Dark Souls font, okay? You don't get... There's no... I'm not making that. Fuck Boris. Alright. Where am I headed? Gotta get back to Betty. Beautiful people run this world. If you can have brains or talent, you may just sneak through the gates. But with a pretty face, every door opens. The crowds bow to you. They ask your name. They want you to attend. They ask you to speak. A silky voice with gorgeous lips is everyone's weak spot. I was reborn with my perfection stolen from me. To get it back, I'll rip this rotted world apart. Angels are beautiful. Angels are beautiful. Alice Angel. Nothing. Ah!
Prince of Peace. Must they bring us only more pain?
Bro, leave me alone. I don't even like you that much. Alright.
Don't send me back. Please, have mercy.
Send him back. Send him back. Send him back. Oh, am I not supposed to be seen by you? Hold up. Oh, am I in the north? I think I'm in the north wing, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. It's probably where this is. Yeah, remember? Because they said, Betty was saying that, like, oh, just there's only the keepers there now, and you don't want them finding you without Wilson. So we must be in the north wing. What's in here? Anything? Nothing. Oop. Do you, like, circle back? What's your pathing, big guy? Oh, yeah, you're turning around. Okay. What's gonna be the best spot for me to hide? Barrel. Yeah. Okay. We're going, and we're going, and we're going, and we're going, and we're not being seen. And we're going, and we're going, and we're going, and there's a barrel right there. Get in the barrel. Chris, get the banana. Okay, we're good. Is this what all the hiding spots I've been finding are for? These dudes? I am trapped. You are. It's true. Bro, don't even worry about it. Your name's on the goddamn game. I'm assuming you're probably not going to be trapped for very long. Just gotta real quick. Just pop something in here. He probably won't notice this, right? Ka-chunk. Thank you. Dear Alice, I don't know if you will read these notes, but I'll keep leaving them for you. I hope someday you'll understand my words and the madness will fade from your mind. In this strange and dark place, we can find light and purpose. We are not left to just wander alone, craving beauty, power, and other meaningless things. Even the heart of someone feeling incomplete can discover joy. We're not lost, we're merely waiting to be found. We are so much alike, formed from the same mold. We're like sisters, you and me. I wish you comfort and the wisdom to let your heart melt into happiness. I won't give up trying to reach you before it's too late. A friend. Did Allison leave that? Mannequins. That's fucked up and weird. Okay, hold on. Okay, we got a little miracle station over here. Hey girl, hey, how's it going? Rip in peace. Again, I guess? Hello?
This music box could make a good distraction if I can fix it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. But, like, what am I even fixing it for? Like, what am I supposed to be doing? There's a ladder over there. Here we go. Okay. Well, at the very least, they're not like Ink Demon events. Like, these are guys that are present in the world that... shit! I don't think he can get me down here. Distracting those keepers somewhere. Hurt you talking shit. With that thing? Probably. Listen, they don't seem particularly smart, all things considered. Alright, I'm gonna go over here. They said he killed my lord. They said the ink demon fell. They said I was a false prophet. But I say my lord lives, but I say he will return. But I say you better watch your back, Mr. Wilson. Can I get an amen? Is this... Oh god, what's his name? Sammy something. From the first game. The Music Man. Yeah, can I get an amen in chat? Where's this game want me to go? Oh, I can't teleport. Can I just... Yeep. Sammy Lawrence, thank you. Yeah, because he was one of the cycle breakers. A whole man. Okay. Trying to get my bearings here. Wondering how long it's going to take for me to hit the point in this chapter where I just wish with all of my heart that I just had a fucking map. Okay, Little Miracle Station right there. In case I have to beat a hasty retreat. Which, just like it seems like, is entirely possible. Can I banish these things? I don't think I can. Oh, wait, what's this? Something over there, huh? Hold on. Hold on. Maybe that's the one I need to distract. Like, if I'm making a distraction device, this guy's just kind of standing here. I'm assuming he's the one that I actually need to distract. And unfortunately, a bitch ain't got her powers. As you can probably guess, I am bitch in this scenario. realistically, game character Audrey is bitch in this scenario. Okay, hold on. Probably going to need to shadow this guy when he goes back the other way. How's everybody doing today? Everybody having a good time? Hold on. Okay, he's going back. What's everybody think of Bendy and the Dark Revival so far? Because like I said, I mentioned this at the top of the stream. I do have a begrudging respect for this game. So I have been enjoying it in spite of my the complaints I have had. Having a great time watching you. Oh, thank you, Kale. You're scared of me, you all people? I mean, friend Bendy, friendy, I say this with all due respect. Your mechanic in this game kind of sucks. It's a little annoying, and I really wish I had a map. But I am having a much more interesting time than I did in the first game. So you get that much. Friendy. I'm chilling with buds, so I'm always having a good time. Psst, you are all buds in this situation. Oh, thank you for... Oh! Nope. Haha. Can't get me in here, motherfucker. What I got? Fat cherry. Got anything good in here? Ooh! Funny little turnkey. Autosave. Gent parts. Gent parts. Woo! There's Gent toolkit over here, too. Hold on. Grab that. It would be nice to get that last upgrade, because I'm almost certain there is an achievement for it. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. 1 second. Well, there was no map at all, and I know I'm getting all the time, but that's what it should be. The first game I wasn't much around and such, so it did change in the second game. True. The Ink Demon is more of a presence in this game. It's just the actual like mechanic of getting stalked and attacked by the Ink Demon is more annoying than anything in this one, unfortunately. Just because of like the way that it's less needing to hide from something that is lurking around in the area, and more just like a timer that when it runs out, and if you're not hiding, you die. It's a little annoying, especially because like a lot of times it activates when you're not near a good hiding spot. Or at least that's what's happened with me so far. But like I said, overall, like the parts of this game that haven't been incredibly frustrating have been really good. And I mean, like, I don't even mind, like, the fact that it's just, there's, like, a lot of just, like, Bioshock-esque aesthetic and, like, vibes to it. Because, like, I do like the vibe of the original Bioshock games. I was thinking about that earlier today. Or not thinking about it, but I saw, like, a post about it. There was, okay, what was it? Transparency had posted, like, an old review of the first Resident Evil where basically somebody gave it, like, a 6.5 because they were comparing it unfavorably to Alone in the Dark, like the original Alone in the Dark. This was used to discuss how, like, the idea that, like, oh, old games have always been good, new games have always been bad, is, like, a wholly, like, fabricated notion. And one of the primary examples that they use for this is that in its initial release, the first Bioshock game was considered a dumbed down casual version of System Shock. But like nowadays, because like we got like fucking BioShock Infinite, which is like even dumbed down even further and has even worse social commentary, social and political commentary. BioShock is seen as like practically a goddamn like masterpiece. But it's just like that wasn't really 100% the vibe at the time. And like I do recall that being the case. I specifically recall like that was back when I used to watch like Zero Punctuation, because that was going on, and I remember him discussing how BioShock was just kind of like a dumbed down System Shock. I want to say in his video on like the year 2007. Sorry, girl. I needed to see if there was anything behind you. Nice. This one got a fucking tie. Okay. Now where do I go? So I guess I need the dancing figure. Ooh. Where am I gonna find a dancing figure? Why don't you have a fucking time, mister? Because I'm wearing a goddamn sweater. Sort of. It's like a short sleeve, like, knit cardigan or something. Tie wouldn't go with that, necessarily. Maybe she is wearing a tie. Hold on. Audrey, you wearing a tie? No. It's just the cardigan. Is this dude just standing there now? Okay, I guess I'm not going back that way. Fuck you. Where am I going to find a dancing figure? Bonk! Oh, this guy's got a tie too. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just chow down real quick. There we go. Topped off. What the hell? The fancy foodie. Collect 100 pieces of food. I'm curious, actually. Can I get an idea of, like... What's my battery at? Oh, my battery's low. Can I get an idea? I want to take a look at the... Show too much dedication. Seek out the writings of Joey Drew. Reveal a very old friend. The ink provides. Maximize your dark potential. Jen's finds create the ultimate weapon. Locate the Toyman's secret. Pick up all audio logs. Read all memos. Collect all memories. Complete the game without dying. Fuck off. Tie made of goop? Maybe. Complete chapter 5. Only about a quarter of the people who have played this game appear to have actually finished it. I love looking at metrics for what's it called? Achievements. It's always a lot of fun because, like, especially like achievements that have like that are like tied to progression are always the most interesting, because like you can see where like most people like fell off of a game. There's a bunch of like side achievements in the first Bendy game that are like all considered rare achievements because they're just not related to like actually finishing the game. Also, apparently there is an updated version of like the first game, Bendy and the Ink Machine, that just released like within the last year. That, from what I'm hearing, is like a massively improved port of the game. Like, I guess there's issues with the original port to consoles that I'm not aware of, because I played that game front to back, and like I didn't have any problems with it or anything. But you know, maybe I'm just built different. You know, maybe I'm just too good. It's possible. It's been a problem before that I've just been too good at video games. Give this guy a second, and let's go. Alright, where am I going to find a dancing figure? It seems like what ends up happening is that if I take too long trying to figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing, like the game is just like, okay, we're gonna throw you a bone here, and we're gonna give you a ooh, 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 ooh. We're gonna throw you a bone and give you a what's it called? A waypoint to head towards. You are built like a wieldable torch. We've discussed this. Well. Alright, let's, balance beam. Balance beam! Oh, shit, I just almost knocked my fucking energy drink over. What the hell? Oh. Okay. Now we're fucking talking. Tied to progression. I had to find the turn key first before that guy moved. Okay. Stop. Stop it. Stop. Hey, bro. Hey, my bromide. You got a dancing figure on you? No? Just a fucking cleaver-ass cleaver in your back? That's cool. I got a pipe. Ooh, okay. Ah, I see. Can they see me from here? They must be the ones I have to distract. I'm like worried. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna open this first. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh no, it does require a fully charged pipe. Ah, cheap viewers on streamboo.com. Let's get rid of you real quick. I am imagining that I'm gonna turn this thing off and it's gonna release the Ink Demon. And that's gonna be a problem that I will have to deal with. Okay, we got batteries. You got some potato chips. That's not how you say potato with a British accent. There's not like a single British accent though. Ah. Well, that would have been bad. Ooh, where do you go? Where do you go? Where do you go? What's your path in like? Immediately turns around. Okay, cool. Oh, I have a waypoint again. Sick. Beep. I'm just gonna go over here. Don't mind me. There's a bunch of other stuff over there, but I don't want to get caught by this guy. Ooh. Battery. Battery. Oh! Oh, he comes in here. Oh. Okay. I'm assuming he's going to do a loop around this room. Oh, no, no, no. He does not do a loop around the room. He does not do a loop around the room. Get fucked, shit for brains. Alright. Dancing figure. Oh, it's Alice Angel!
That's all the pieces for the music box.
Okay. I think he left the room. Oh, hey, the illusion of living. Grab that. Tasty nuts. Right, we got anything good down here? Gent parts, battery, gent toolkit, slug, another battery. Whoop! Cage voice. Oh, hey, man-made horrors beyond my comprehension. Sick! Fucking awesome! Love it. Ah. That's my favorite kind of horror beyond my comprehension, the man-made kind. Gotta respect our artisans. Okay, he's gonna go in there. I'm gonna go over here. I didn't charge my shit. God damn it. Fuck. Oop. Okay. Ooh. I don't remember where any hiding places are offhand. Oh shit. Fuck. Ah, damn it. Right. I kept all my shit. So, I mean, that's pretty good, I guess. Hold on, where the fuck am I now? Oh, I didn't realize there was a fucking ladder over there. That would have made that a little bit easier. Okay, I do want to go back down there. Oh, hey, hold on. There's some good shit here. Alright, there's a fun little switch over here that I want to go ahead and hit. Just because I want to see what it does. Tee-hee! Oh, cool. I got my powers back. Kind of wish I'd known that was what was going to happen if I hit that. I would have done it way sooner. Alright, how do I get down to... Whoop! Music box.
Fixed. Now I
Find
just need
a
to
spot
find a good
to
place
place the music box. Sure thing. Let me... Food up! Hom. It's not a full eat, but whatever, I'll take it. What? Someone see? Oh, what the fuck? Fuck off. You can't do that. Jesus Christ. That's some bullshit. I'm assuming this is the direction I have to go in.
And you can drink the Modelo's.
Ah.
Here goes nothing.
You can drink the Modelo's.
I would like to turn this off, please. Fully charged. Oh, shit. You're not coming over here, are you? Oh. This is probably bad. I'm probably in danger right now. If I jump, are you guys gonna notice me? Oh my god, okay. Nailed it. Fucking awesome. Alright, let's get out of here, please. South Wing! Oh my god, we did it. Okay. Betty, here I come. Betty, my dear, I'm coming back to you. Just you wait for me, Betty and Tina. Betty! Oh. Safe. Home base.
There you you are. Thank goodness.
Hey girl, hey, how
Wilson's
you
waiting
doing?
for you downstairs in the laboratory when you're ready.
I
But
will never be ready for
first,
that.
Can I get your help with something?
Betty, you can ask me anything. I would die for you. I would kill for you. Please let me kill for you.
Normally, I wouldn't ask this of a guest, but with all that's happening, I can't sneak out and get things like I usually do. Do you think you could pop round to the farmer's market back in town and find me a few ingredients? We're running quite low in the kitchen, and I was hoping we could all celebrate tonight with a lovely supper. Won't take but a moment if you go by train. Up to you. No pressure.
Abso-fucking-lutely. When you need to travel, take the train. Catch the subway when you need to travel between Wilson's Retreat and downtown. The next train is always on time. Head to the farmer's market. Hot dog, French fries. Come on, baby, tell me your lies. Up, down, side to side. These skeletons are now alive. The subway. The subway. I would like to take a train. I would like to take a train, please. The fuck? Maybe it's not that one. Maybe it's this one. No, shit, wait, it is that one. Fuck, hold up.
Please stay clear of the door.
Oh, it's nice that they have it in Spanish, too. Are there people who speak Spanish in this realm? Excuse me.
Have a nice day. Que tengas un lindo día.
Huh. Okay. Oh, God! Fuck! Anyways. Fucking ghost girl. Unbelievable. The illusion of living. I hate the ghost girl so much. She does not leave me alone. You were saying? It's for Betty, god damn it. We're doing this for Betty. And the only reason, it seems like the only reason the Ghost Girl showed up is because technically we were back in the studios. Which is her domain. Okay, farmer's market. Farmer's market. Where the fuck is the farmer's market?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Choice meatly products.
Wait and see. Wilson knows our purpose. What is it? What is it?
Who's gonna be the first one to walk by here? Oh god, thank you for the $3 donation, Kale. Look at the amount. Oh. Oh. That is pretty nice, actually. Okay, Farmer's Market. Joey Drew Studios presents Bendy the Demon in Temptation, now playing everywhere. There's a Good Tower Cafe. Oh, this is Gent. Oh! I am going to end up on the news. Alright. Fucking... So... The ghost girl is affecting the rest of the world. For Betty. Is that everything? Bring Betty her ingredients. Fuck yeah, let's go! I'm on my way, Betty. Wait for me. No manner of fuck-ass ghost girl is gonna keep me away. Love a game that jump scares you for me. It's so cheap, and you can't do anything about it. And I don't know if I fucked myself by doing that whole ghost girl bit earlier in the game, if it was something that I could have ignored or avoided. It upsets me greatly. Where is the train? The train is literally right there. There is another train. Okay, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back. Angry. Very angry. I'm okay. Oh, boy.
Have a nice day. Que tengas un lindo día.
Betty! Betty, it was so horrible. But I did it for you, Betty.
You're a miracle worker. Oh, truly. Oh, I only wish there was something I could do for you.
Excuse me.
I spotted something in the fountain yesterday. Don't know what it's for, but you're welcome to have it. You better go see Wilson downstairs. He's been waiting ages.
Wilson can fucking wait. I don't give a shit about Wilson. I only care about you, Betty. Something in the fountain. Richter, is that you? Richter the Cracked? Hold on. Cracked mug, lovingly repurposed into a plaything. It may be sad, but it still has life in it yet. Betty, I appreciate you so goddamn much. You stay right there. You're making it out of this game, Betty. Laboratory. Okay, let's go fucking see Wilson, I guess. Wilson. Oh boy. Okay. There's a respawn point in here. That's concerning. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Oh god. Oh god, get it away from me. There was a Sparkle Dog party here. What the fuck? fuck? What the fuck? You can't do this, Wilson! You madman! We have an aesthetic! Okay. So you've got... I don't know, man. This doesn't seem like RGB or CMYK. I feel like you're not really going to get a whole lot out of it. Like, it's definitely not going to be print ready. This is interesting. This is probably, like, one of the most unnerving things I could have seen at this point in the game, is actual legitimate color. Like, this caught me off guard, I gotta admit. Sup, fucker? Question mark? I did.
Come inside, my dear. We have much to discuss, but make sure you're ready. Where we're going, there will be no return until we've accomplished our mission.
Subtle. All right, we've got a good old classic modern point of no return moment. Fuck it, let's finish this game.
Thank you for coming all this way. The
Technicolor
Ink Demon is a formidable foe. To truly destroy such a monster, he must be dethroned.
Okay.
Humiliated.
Yeah.
For months now, I've been working on something that will do exactly that. Cast out the demon and put a new deity in his place.
Hey, why was Alice Angel here?
More powerful and controllable. Together,
But why would we destroy him when he just subbed to this channel?
Weapon. Come, let me show you my creation.
Yeah, I don't know. The Ink Demon is a Twitch follower now. What the? Oh! Oh, God!
But elegant.
Oh, it's horrible!
Powerful beyond
Disgusting!
the Ink Demon will fall.
Sorry.
And we can have peace at last.
It could work.
Hate it.
It sounds risky. How will we control him? We don't want to repeat Joey's mistake.
No, we
Wilson, NFTs went out of fashion 2 years ago.
factors must be perfect. The right design, the right science, and the right soul.
Oh no!
At last your purpose is revealed, Audrey. This is why you're here. With your soul inside him, my creation will live forever.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
You're insane.
Come now, Audrey. Part of you knew this was your path.
No?
Leave yourself behind.
Absolutely not?
I thought you said we needed to save your father. I thought you had a plan to send me home, to make everything right.
I lied. My father
Okay,
is
fair
beyond
enough.
hope. Perhaps you know him.
Oh.
Nathan Arch.
No,
owner of
never heard of him.
Archgate, industrial genius, business tycoon.
Oh,
For
he's the guy who
years, I've
owns
lived
the
in his
studio.
reaching shadow. He always had time for the grand creatives of the world, the doers, as he called them. He knew only the best, the biggest thinkers. How could his
Wait, hold on a second. You're telling me that, like, the owner of the studio that we work at is your father? Dude, you look like you're pushing, like, 55. One, how old is your dad? Two, how old are you? I'm 24.
lonely son ever hoped to compete with that? But now,
Good
thanks
lord.
to you, I can.
Are we gonna shove him in the thing?
No need to struggle. My signal
Typically
prevents
anime
you from
fashion, he's
using
pushing
those
34.
devilish powers of yours. And more importantly, keeps the ink demon from getting in.
Wait, the thing is I shut off?
Audrey, and live again as a god.
Why would you put your back to it? He just let that happen. Ooh. Man got jibbed. Oh, shit. Yeah, he is in pieces. Okay. Subject accepted. Oh, that's bad. That's probably really bad, actually. Is that a hot dog? Oh shit, that's a hot dog. I hear Austin repeating what I said. Why do I have a memory of a hot dog? A delicious hot dog, plain with mustard, the perfect quick meal for a lazy Sunday. Lovingly taken hot dog. Okay, well, I've got a bad feeling about everything that's about to fucking happen. Hold on. We need to have the text on file. Or on screen. Gently caress the hot dog on a lazy Sunday.
I decided to go for a walk this morning. Took a little stroll down to the park. Enjoyed the warm sun for a while. Found a quiet bench. Even grabbed a hot dog.
Hey!
It's been ages since I've done that. Tessa would kill me if she knew I've been off my diet. When I got back to the office, I stopped by the animation department and said hello to the troops.
Oh god.
My gosh.
I think I just bit down on a fly. Oh,
Either that or I'm just getting older. It all made me realize time is moving on. The hard struggles don't seem as dire as they used to. Life has other value. I think I'll go home early today. Maybe I'll even pick up a hot dog for Tessa.
That's interesting. Nathan Arch feels very unlike Joey Drew, who was, like, practically obsessed with immortality. Maybe? We kind of established that the entirety of the first game is, like, fake, sort of. I still don't know. Fake, sort of? A construction? Bacon soup. Bacon soup. Bacon soup. Bacon soup. Bacon soup. Oh, there's so much bacon soup in here. I hope I don't need that for anything. Alright, we gotta get out of here. We gotta fucking go. We gotta leave. I do not want to think what that fucking... Is that the goddamn ink machine? That's the goddamn ink machine.
From the darkest shadows.
Yeah.
Ask the question.
I got a bad feeling. That's the title of the first game. You're correct. Okay. Let me get an idea of what my arena is like here. I've got 4 what appear to be generators, 2 darkened doorways. We got this up here. I don't have access to. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, my my god. He's got Wilson's head in his gut. Okay. Okay, okay. I'm on board. Ah, I see. 1 second, sir. I'm just gonna, real quick, pop this bad boy in here. Okay, the theme music for this boss fight, having like some sort of like cartoony like naval motif to it is really good. Hey, look, you got a trans rights top scar. Oop. Come on, come on, you can hit me. It's all right. I believe in you. I know you can do it. Ow! Fuck. Okay. Oh, okay. No, they're a little, they're not particularly hardy, are they? Ow. Hold on, I gotta recharge this thing. Ooh. Oop. Haha. Fuck you, asshole. Ow. Ah, I have iframes, bitch. Oh, fuck, 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 fuck. Whoop. Turn that off. Nope, don't mind me. Fuck. Okay. Okay, mind me a little bit, maybe. Ooh. Fuck. Okay. What in the goddamn... What are you doing? Oh! Oop. Okay, I see. Oop. Alright, alright. Ow. Fuck. Oh, shit. Okay. Damn it. I am low on health. Oh, you're still here. Help me, Ink Demon! Oh, my... Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Yay! I love the Godzilla threshold. Hey, buddy. Give me a hand here. No? Okay. Oh, okay. Cool. I guess I'll just Die, then. To the darkest reaches. Complete chapter 5. Oh. Hey, you're not mad at me, are you? I mean, my legs are broken, but... I don't want to do that. That's not true. I have Betty. I don't think that's true.
Not I will make you strong. I will make you meaningful. It's
What's happening to me?
There's always a choice. I know you're in there. Deep behind that evil face. Inside somewhere is my little girl. My Audrey. My greatest creation.
Okay.
I'm scared. I don't know what's happening.
The past doesn't define you.
Is this like
nor
one of
the
those...
present. In the end, all those years ago, Joey Drew finally succeeded. He created life. But Audrey, you're so much more than that. You were his family. His daughter. My daughter.
Is this game have like multiple?
And I love you so very much.
Be quiet and rich.
Remember who you are, Audrey. Remember.
Your words are wasted.
Oh.
The failure of Joey Drew dies.
I know you're in there. You don't have to be this anymore. It's never too late. Just a pencil and a dream isn't enough. You have to have heart.
Whoa.
The future is sealed. What do you think you're doing?
I'm starting over.
This is the end.
And it's steel. What the? Oh, shit, okay.
Just stop. Watch this. Arise. Don't make me destroy.
Hubba hubba. Hey Becky, what do you think about this? Her name is Betty, okay? And she'd probably think this is pretty cool. I hope she's doing alright. How many fucking doors I gotta smash through? Oh. Uh-oh. Betty, would you love me if I was a demon? Oh, hey, it's Allison.
Allison! Audrey, is that you in there? Come on, keep moving. We'll get you through. Tom, make us some trouble.
Oh, hey, it's that guy. Okay, pretty fun little, like, big damn heroes moment. I like that. All the minor characters from the rest of the game.
I got this. Just keep fighting.
Where am I going?
The ink demon rises!
Sammy Lawrence is here? Fuck off.
It's time to believe.
Oh my god. Okay, Red's pretty funny. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Do this. Keep fighting.
Oh, goodness. I do still gotta, like, wait for the door to open, which is a little annoying. Okay. Come on, come on.
I'm gonna rip you apart.
Dead end. Now
Again?
Need some help?
Henry.
Oh my god.
Some battles are worth fighting for. Even if
Sure?
Come on. I found a projector up ahead. Run for it.
Thanks, Henry, I guess.
Well then, we'll just have to do better next time.
Yep. Okay. The end. Oh, hey, and Heidi's here. Hey, no, don't look directly into the... Okay. That's more gonna, like, blind yourself than anything. Studio Scrapper. Complete the game on normal. Is this one of those games where it's just like, would also get like the, yeah, a butchered decision. Complete the game while surviving the slicer.
My father once told me
Surviving the slicer?
that just because we're born
What was,
in darkness,
another one. The Master's
doesn't mean
Pen.
we belong to it.
Complete the main story.
We're always
How many fucking things did I choose? Yeah. Oh my god, another one.
at the very beginning. There's a choice to make. My father's cartoon world was now mine. To rule, to watch over, and to protect. I can make the cycle more bearable for my friends inside. But as for me,
We can do it for Betty.
I'm the first of my kind. Born of ink, but living in flesh.
Oh, that is gross.
Joey's world is escaping into ours. So, what's next?
Oh.
Who can really say?
Well, alright then. And that's it. That's the game. This is the rest of the game, dang it. Hi, Venom Lad. Oh, boy. So that was Bendy and the Dark Revival. Bendy Manila. Why do I know that name? Like I said, that was way more interesting than the first game. Like, I gotta give it that much. Like, that's pretty good. Like, I definitely enjoyed my time with it, honestly. Also, love Betty. We're here for Betty. I thought the callbacks to the first game were a little weird. Like, seeing Henry was just kind of funny. Yeah, not bad. I was reading up on this game, and like apparently there were people who were kind of like worried that it was going to be bad because it's just like, you know, it was in like development hell for like 5 years. And then it was just suddenly like dropped with like very little ceremony. Ooh. But then like apparently people really enjoyed it. Which I'm glad, you know? And there's a bunch of other stuff that's come out for this game, or for this series. Alright, can I, okay, none of my buttons are skipping. I guess we have to sit here and watch the credits? Yeah. Solid experience, honestly. Like, aside from, like, previously described just, like, issues that I had with it, with, like, the way that the Ink Demon events worked. Them just being, like, countdowns to you dying if you don't. Oh my god. There it is. Rooster Teeth. Do I recognize any names in here? Hold on. Nope. I don't remember. I don't know anyone from Rooster Teeth Console Publishing, unfortunately. But yeah. That, the Ghost Girl, the lack of a map kind of making traversing the world that they want to have as like a just like fully sort of like backtrackable environment kind of obnoxious. But honestly, solid. Since I'm completely blind and don't know who the hell was that. Henry was the protagonist of the first game. Technically speaking, the guy who actually created Bendy originally and a lot of the other characters. With Joey Drew himself being sort of like ineffective idea guy, so to speak. So just before we call it a stream here, we're going to go ahead and take a quick glance at the archives, which is something that was in the first game. It's just sort of like a little museum that you can wander around and like look at like the character models and stuff like that. I do think it's neat that they brought back... It's neat that they brought back Beast Bendy, but Beast Bendy was kind of like a boring design to begin with. So it's a little weird that they did. Allison for body... Around together, stay alive, sneak attacks, and prey. Dark Revival will be an artificial fourth member of the gang, Carly, the ghost girl. Though when you begin to examine her closely, Carly appears to only be a shell, with perhaps someone inside. She's probably the most obnoxious fucking thing in this game. Oh, I love that shit. But can Beast Bendy get it? I don't really think so, personally. Oh, hey, Sammy Lawrence. Mastered the flow ability in Bendy and the Ink Machine long before Porter and Audrey could wield it. I guess, technically, yeah. Hey! Oh, it was great seeing her again. Jesus Christ. Ooh. Ship Ahoy Dudley. Unknown what kind of cartoon adventures they would have had together. Oh, I'm realizing now that like he's kind of like a combination of the character and the crab because he's got like the crab claw and like the little section leggies. Lurker. Lord Amok. Where's Betty? Where can I learn about Betty? I want to learn about Betty. Freedom Plan 2 had that since all the boss sprites are so huge and moving a lot. The museum was all the sprite components of the bosses and enemies in the game. I'm supposed to be getting like a physical copy of that, I think, from LRG. Cycle Breakers. We got Henry. He finally has a model. Allison and Tom from the first game as well. The man, the myth, the legend, the fucking idiot. Hey! A faithful maid, among other things, to Wilson. Betty was an important character of the story of Dark Revival. As a failed experiment and someone relatively new to the cartoon studio, she was able to give a somewhat different point of view on the state of the world. We have purposely left it unclear if Betty was in on Wilson's plot to harvest Audrey, or if she was just a bystander. Behind her mask, there are still answers to be found. Interesting. Interesting. Here we've got, like, the real-world stuff. Oh, it's so weird to, like, just walk from, like, fucking... Watch where you're looking. Leave me alone. Alright. Well, that's going to be it for today. I want to thank everybody for coming by the stream. I hope you all had a good time. I know I did. If you enjoyed the stream, you can subscribe here on Twitch. We have special emotes for subscribers. You can also follow me on Blue Sky and Tumblr at AcidXShark. That's AcidXShark, where I post all the streams as they happen. Or you can follow me on YouTube at AcidXShark, where I post all the streams after they happen. Art for the stream was done by Audrey and B of Team Catpool, who you can find on Blue Sky, Tumblr, Twitch, YouTube, VGen at Team Catpool. That's TEAMCATPLE. They do fantastic work. Highly recommend checking their stuff out. Highly recommend commissioning them once they're open, which should be in like maybe a little over a month. What else? VTuber was done by Teva, who you can find on Blue Sky at Teva Meow. That's TEVAMEOW, with rigging by V747, who you can find on Patreon at that. Upcoming streams. Tomorrow, we got Darksiders 3. Saturday morning, we got Final Fantasy 14. And then next week, Tuesday, Forspoken. Well, actually, we might move things around next week because my plan is to replace Bendy with the game Fear the Spotlight, which is an indie horror game that came out recently that I have been itching to play. So I'm probably going to create a new schedule for next week. Let's see how that goes. Let's see. Xeris is playing Hades again. So let's go ahead and raid into her. So stick around for that. Oh, we're in an ad break right now. Hold on. Well, I'll go ahead and get started. I didn't even realize we were in an ad break. That's unfortunate. I was given my whole fucking thing. All right. Regardless, I will see you next time on the Shark Stream. Same Shark time, same Shark channel. Take care of it. How do I leave? Oh, do I need to, like, physically leave to get back to the main menu? Jesus, alright. Same Shark time, same Shark channel. Take care, everybody.